welcome inside Studio One here from above the Heineken River Deck at Pier 17 in New York with Jalen Rose, Chauncey Billups. My name's Michelle Beadle, and we got a lackluster start to the beginning of these conference finals, and guess what? We have something tonight and tomorrow we haven't seen in almost 40 years. We got Game 7s in both the Eastern and Western conferences, and we're going to talk plenty about Warriors-Rockets later. But first, we go out to Boston, and that's where our other teammate is.
Guess where I am? I'm in the Garden.
Why are you at the Garden? Why are you there?
Game 7, Boston Garden. Come on now. What other place would you rather be?
Well, all I know is you better have seats where your feet on the wood, or I'm going to clown you.
Now. Come on now. You know I'm on the wood. Looking right up at that number 34.
Okay, just saying.
We're going to get to the fact that you might possibly be jinxing your team in a second, but let's start this thing off with a look at tonight's storyline, brought to you by Mitsubishi Motors. And we got a big story here. Kevin Love in concussion protocol after that collision with Jason Tatum in Game 6. Now he's out. Jeff Green will start in his place. Ty Lue's decision based partly on how well Green plays with LeBron.
They play well together. I think you have two guys of similar size, can switch a lot of different things. Both can handle the basketball, both can pass the ball. So Jeff can also run the floor. So when Bron gets the outlet, Jeff's running, having the big guys trying to chase him and guard him, he can get easy baskets. So they have been playing well together, so we got to continue that.
All right, so no Love in there. How do they accommodate for that?
I mean, Coach Lue is right. I mean, Jeff Green, you got to ride his confidence. Played really well in Game 6. But, losing Kevin Love in that game, it unlocked the possibility of playing Nance. And Nance Jr. played extremely well. They needed his energy off of the bench. Jeff Green's versatility offensively and defensively when he's playing his game, it's a benefit to a team. And I think that they're just hoping that he comes to play tonight. He has experience. And this is an all-star-like
that's not good.
Scene right here. I mean, when he's on the floor, they're minus 20. They get outscored by 20. When he's off the floor and on the bench, the team is plus 18.
Yeah.
So, albeit he is an all-star and has been this year, he's not playing like it. He's really not playing like it. So, I expect guys to not have a second guy to defer to now because it was LeBron and then Love. Only one guy now, so you play your game.
Absolutely, and I appreciate how Coach Lue define starting Jeff Green by saying he plays well with LeBron James. We all play better with LeBron James.
You would think, yeah.
But it will put more pressure on their front court, who's been inconsistent. We got to see better and more consistency from Nance. Tristan Thompson, Green is going to play a lot of those minutes. And I agree, they haven't necessarily in this series been better with Kevin Love on the floor. But one thing he does do is spread the floor so that LeBron James can penetrate. Now they have all bigs, unless Jeff Green is making shots that are going to suppress the paint. So maybe if you're the Boston Celtics, you can keep LeBron James perimeter-oriented a lot more.
I mean, I don't know if you heard that, Paul, but do you agree that without Love out there, now you concentrate on LeBron?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I think they're a better offensive team without Love against the Boston Celtics in this series. For one, like Jalen and Chauncey said, they can get out and run a little bit more. He spreads the floor. And then on defense, they're not focused on putting Love in a pick and roll. He's not there. It's Green, a better athlete, a guy who can slide his feet when he comes off the pick and roll against the guards. And so it's funny how when Love went down, they actually played better last game. You would think that, Boston would have a chance to get back in that game and possibly win it, but they became a better team with Green out there because of his versatility.
I mean, that's a legit adding insult to injury for Love.
Well, it's the truth.
No, that's true.
Hey, Paul, I got a question for you, dude.
Yeah.
Did you have a big brother talk with young Jason Tatum about Game 7?
No, not yet. I was hoping that I can go in there and talk with the team, but, I just got to the arena. But these guys are fine, man. They got here this far without it, and, they're resilient. I mean, they know what's at stake tonight. Listen, one game in the Boston Garden to go to the finals, what more can you ask for? I'm just going to be a spectator today, and I wish him all the best, but this guy is mature and beyond his years, and I think he's ready for this moment.
I got news for you, Paul. I think they're happy you didn't get in the locker room because I already know you was going to tell Jason Tatum to shoot it every time.
No.
And that was going to go against the game plan. So You stay where you're at, get your feet on the wood by the owner, and you just stay out the way, man.
That kid is poised beyond his years. I would just tell him to play with urgency tonight. It's all about how you compete. Play every possession. You know, don't think about the offense. The offense will come. It's about every possession. One possession can turn the game into a win. So, you know, like I said, you got to go out there and leave it all on the line today. This is it. This is for everything. This is to get to the finals.
Wait. Hit the brakes for a minute. So we're going to talk about Tatum and Paul's message to the team. Somebody going to talk about LeBron James playing tonight in a Game 7 at Boston Garden? That's what you need to talk to them
Paul's
about.
not going to do that.
Hey, listen, they know what to expect from LeBron. LeBron's greatness has been on full display this whole playoffs. You can expect him to come out early and often and all night. They can withstand that. They've done it earlier in the series where he went off for 42, 45 points, and they've won. So the key is setting the other guys down. Guys like George Hill, Kyle Korver, J.R. Smith can't just show up tonight. They got to stop these guys, and I think they'll be good if they do that.
Paul, I don't want to say anything here, but I need to. You do realize that if the Celtics somehow lose this game tonight, a lot of people are going to look to your presence at the Garden as the ultimate reason for that.
Not at all.
You telling me that Paul's janky?
They have to go out there and play the game. If anything, I'm going to bring some energy to this Garden. A lot of great memories of Game 7 against the Cleveland Cavaliers with myself. And so, you know, you got to have the Celtics guys in here. I'm sure there'll be a few other Celtic legends in the house. Hey, that's what this family is all about. When you're part of history, we all come back to these type of franchises. You know, a lot of franchises have the players that come back and a lot of history. Detroit does. You know, obviously the Lakers, Bulls, San Antonio, but this is one of the few franchises where you're going to see other guys like Kuzi, Tommy Heinsohn, guys always here, Bill Russell, and I'm just glad to be here today.
For those that are counting rings, he basically just named all of the franchises that have at least 5 championships.
That's fair.
So, hey, Paul, if and when your Boston Celtics are able to close the deal, 1, are you picking them to? And B, where are you going to take us to eat a fine meal?
Great question.
In Boston once we get there?
Whew. Oh, a lot of good places, man. I can't think off the top of my head. We're going to eat good, though. If Boston wins this game, we'll be here for the finals. I'll take y'all to the Seaport. We'll go to the Liberty Hotel. We're going to have a good time. Yeah, this is just a great city for championship basketball. You guys are going to enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. I got you. I got you.
Paul, you can go schmooze for a minute or so, but we'll see you back later in the show. So don't go too far.
All right, I'm here.
All right, that's cool. Celtics may have the home court advantage, but the Cavs have that guy, LeBron James. He won 5 consecutive Game 7s.